Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this week's Top 3 Tuesday, baby. Tonight, I was racking my brains. I had no idea what to do for a Top 3 Tuesday. I've got a couple of ideas for future Top 3 Tuesdays, but I wasn't in a mood. Like, I'm gonna do, share some of my ideas. I was gonna do my top 3 fight sticks. Well, I'll show off all my fight sticks. Don't panic, I've only got 5, technically 6, technically 7, I suppose. What you could class as fight sticks or controllers, you know. But I wanted to talk about them, not say, oh, this is pretty. Yeah, so I'm going to get the spec and all that. That'll be another week. Another ideas I've got is when I thought I was going to do tonight then. Oh, my hat's not on straight. What I planned to do tonight was it's going to be in a big one, my top 3 Street Fighter characters, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it. It was like, all right, this is my top 3. Oh no, that's an honorable mention. Oh no, that one's better than her. He's better than... it was just wrecking my head, so I thought, right, don't do it. Then I was just looking at my games collection going, right, I'll do this. Then I'm checking, I've already fucking done it. So, I've had an idea. There's not going to be on any honourable mentions, okay? What am I going to do then? I'm going to do my... It is game related, but it's books, okay? So I'm going to do my top 3 manga based on fighting games, okay? And normally I do honourable mentions, but I've only got 3 different series in front of me, right? 2 of them are really, really good. One's okay, all right. Yeah, so if you haven't heard about any of these, I do recommend all of them. But disclaimer as well, okay. I'm not very good at explaining when it comes to books. I can talk about video games, so when it comes to books, I struggle to explain the story, and I'm not going to go into it too much because I don't want to give away the plot. But I'll just say what I liked about them, a little bit about the story, and then you can do your own research, you know. Okay, so the first one is Daigo the Beast, okay? These books are a lot chunkier. There's, I don't know, nearly 400 pages in these, okay? I've got volumes 1 and volumes 2. I think translated into English, I think volume 3's out, or it's about to come out. I'm not 100% sure. But it's, yeah, Daigo the Beast, and it's basically, it's for, I wouldn't recommend this for a manga fan. If you like Street Fighter, or it is for you. If you like fighting games, it's for you. If you like your fighting games, Daigo is, he's a legend in the sport, isn't he, in the esports community. Maybe the only other big name is Justin Wong that you'd put in the same level of legendariness. I don't know if that's a word. But yeah, this is... There's loads of Street Fighter references. What I liked... I haven't read this for a while. What I liked about this, it shows... it's hard to see, I can't explain. It's all about Daigo in the arcade, learning the trade and improving, and how his opponents, different opponents. I believe it's based on a true story. There's real people in it, you know. I love... My favourite thing about it, though, is... I probably can't find any to show you, but when it shows the gameplay, like, look at that, like Akuma standing behind him. It's cool as hell. It really is for fighting game enthusiasts. That are enthusiastic about the community, you know, and Street Fighter especially, because he's mad about Street Fighter like me, you know. But I think I haven't actually played Daigo, but I think he'd beat me if I was to play him 10 times. Though I gotta be honest, if I play 10 Daigo, I'll let him know this, right? If I played you 10 times, you'd probably beat me 10 times. I'm just putting it out there. All right? You can tell him I said that as well. Oh, it is actually licensed by Capcom as well. You probably had to, because every other page has got a reference of Street Fighter in there. I do recommend it, but it's not. There's a lot better manga out there. This is for hardcore fighting game fans, Street Fighter fans, or fans of the legend that is Daigo, you know. Now, the other one, that's number 3, okay? There's only 2 translated, two volumes being translated, but I've actually pre-ordered volume 3. I had a voucher off Amazon. I was like, what should I use this for? And I've used it to pre-order. It's coming out at the end of this month. Anyway, so if you look at it at a glance, you think, are you serious, Dawn? But it's called Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games. So there's only 2 volumes been translated so far. I believe it's a good series. It is similar to what's number 1. It's quite obvious what's number 1, probably. It's probably everyone's number 1. This isn't far behind it, though, right? What it's about, I haven't read these for a while as well, okay? It's about a girls' it's set in, rather, a girls' boarding school in Japan. And they're very strict. They've got they've got loads of rules, and one of the rules is not allowed to play video games. And there's this one girl, like the main girl at the start, she's like an average girl, you know, like pecking orders. You have the most popular kids in class. Similar to me, I was like the middle. I wasn't picked on, but I wasn't, I wasn't the cool kids table. I was like the Eddas, just have a laugh table, I was, you know. So I can kind of relate to the main character with that. But then there's this one girl, and she's super popular. They all think she's really pretty. She's really good at school, and they all want to be like her. But some of them are too nervous to even talk to her and stuff like that. But then one night, I can't remember what she's doing in this boarding school, but she hears a noise coming from this room, and she's like, "What's that noise?" And she can hear like shouting or arguing or cheering or something. So she goes, sorry, is she back? So she goes to investigate, and she peeps her eye like through the gap in the door, and it's the popular girl. And what she's doing, she's playing a fighting game. She's got an actual like fight stick and everything. So she's breaking the rules, right? But she's playing this fighting game, and she's like, can't believe it. She's like, she didn't seem the type to play fighting games. Maybe it's looked down upon, but she's like this straight-A student, the pretty girl, the popular girl. Everybody loves her. She do no wrong, and she's on her own in this dark room playing fucking fighting games. And it turns out that the main girl, the one who notices, I probably can't pronounce the name properly anyway. Yeah, it turns out she's got a history of fighting games, where she used to be the best. She had a lot of male friends growing up, and she used to kick their ass to the point where they didn't want to play her anymore, or they got distracted by football or sports and stuff like that. And it's kind of like reality hits. You've got to grow up now. You can't play video games anymore. And she had to sacrifice a lot to get to this boarding school, because it's a high-end boarding school, like a privileged boarding school or something. And one of the things she had to sacrifice was fighting games, or video games in general. So she's always regretted it. So basically, they become friends, okay, these two. And again, this isn't spoiling the story, it's just setting it up, right? It is really funny, okay? The pop-offs and stuff, I think I put a marker here. Like, that's just some of the humour. She's popping off, hell yeah. I think the direct translation, though, was fuck yeah, or something like that, innit? So I don't know if these are more aimed at kids or something. But it's about them. They'll get chucked out of this school, right? If they're caught, there they are, look. If they're caught playing fighting games, okay? They're not supposed to be sneaking out at night and stuff like that. And there's loads of near misses. There's one bit where someone's coming, they hear someone, they just jump through this fucking, like, smash through the window with their fight sticks. It's epic. It's really, really funny. And I think there's, in volume 2, they just like nearly get caught. Like they got like, I don't know what they call them over there, but like prefects, I suppose, hall monitors or something like that. I'm not sure the actual term they use. And they know there's something going on, so they're actively looking for them. But because she's the popular one, nobody suspects her, but maybe they got suspicions with that one, you know. And I really like it, I gotta be honest, and apparently they're gonna do a series, like a Netflix series on it, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, 20 something to the month, volume 3 is out, so you can get volumes 1 and volumes 2, and you can get them available on Amazon. Nice plug for Amazon. Yeah, really like them. Okay, so my number 1, which maybe young ladies don't play fighting games, might have been inspired by, but it's doing its own thing. So my number 1, and I am a massive fan of this series, is High Score Girl. When I say a massive fan, I'll just show you. I got volumes 1 to 8, all right? And I think, again, they're all being translated. I understand these things take time. I think we're up to volume 9, maybe volume 10. I'll have to have a look. I'll probably order that. God, it's getting dark, isn't it? I have to talk faster. Yeah, I'll probably order that this week, you know. But basically then, without spoil, my favourite things about it, then I actually watched the series on Netflix. I was finishing an anime. I was on sick for something. And I was just lying down on the settee, feeling sorry for myself, years ago now. And my mother's dog was clutching me. And don't like when you finish and then it says like recommended or something comes up. So I just clicked it. I had no idea what I clicked. I think within the first minute, it's, what's it, Haru, is it? Haru, the kid. He's in the arcade playing Street Fighter 2. And the references, the makers of this, right, the writers of this, I'm quite confident they're my age, right? And I got so much in common with this person. It's almost as if it's written for me. And it's a weird thing to say, right? But I can't fault it. It's so fucking good. But it opens up where he's in the arcade and he's amazing at the Street Fighter. Like there's Darkstalker references, Final Fight references, Mortal Kombat references. There's loads, but it's mainly the arcade scene. He grows up, he's got a PC Engine, he's got a Sega Saturn. Oh, so nostalgic. And it like goes, it does fast forward like the next term, and it kind of gives you an update of you know, what big games have come out that year and stuff like that, you know. And this girl then, Ono-san, she doesn't talk. It's really weird how you can make an anime or a manga with one of the main characters, if not the favourite character, doesn't talk. It's really weird, but he kind of does the talking for her. But basically, similar to Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games, he's obsessed with video games, like I was when I was a kid, right? And you're not allowed in the arcades. Maybe in Japan you weren't allowed in the arcades. It was like an age thing, so he was sneaking around. He wasn't much in school and stuff, but he didn't care. In school, he's just thinking of video games and what game I'm going to play tonight. Very similar to me, right? But then Ono, she's the straight A student, the popular kid in class and stuff like that. So one day he's in the arcade and, you know, new challenger, he's doing winner stays on. And then he looks to see who the new challenger, someone kicks his ass. He's like, I'm the top dog in this arcade kind of thing. And he looks and it's Ono, she's on the other side. He's like, what's she doing in here kind of thing? This isn't her scene, this is my domain kind of thing. And then they strike up a friendship. At first he thinks, she's quite violent to him. It's done in a funny way. But yeah, they build a relationship on the love of video games. But he tries really hard, like I do with video games. If I get good at a video game, I've got to really try hard. She's just naturally good at it. To the point where they actually, in one of the books or one of the episodes, they enter a Street Fighter 2 tournament. And they face each other in the grand final. And Haruo, he ends up winning. But it later turns up that the guy like rage quit and banged the machine in the semi-final. Broke the machine. So she's playing him on a broken machine, like one of the buttons doesn't work or something like that. Because she doesn't talk, so she doesn't try to say, she just does her best. But then he gets annoyed because he finds out after, hang on, because people are taking the machine away, going, hang on, now half the buttons don't work. And so that leads to it. He's annoyed, because why didn't you say something? Because he thinks he beat her. It was his big, because a lot of the volumes are by him training, getting better at Street Fighter. Guile's his main, and Zangief is her main. Which Zangief, you don't see a lot of top players playing as Zangief, you know. But that's how good she is. She just likes the look of him. It does explain later on why she chose Zangief. But what I like as well is he's always got this gamer brain going on. And it shows, like, he might be cycling along home from school and he's talking to Guile, and Guile is talking to him, but in like character, in like his military character. It's really, really good fun. I strongly recommend that. I do recommend all of them, but if you're going to read one of them or watch, this is on Netflix, okay? This is the one I'd recommend. It's really, really good fun. Yeah, the more of these we have, the better, in my opinion. I'm hoping for season 2 to come out soon on Netflix as well. I haven't heard any news on that. Anyway, before it gets pitch black, yeah, the sun is going down pretty quick, isn't it? Please hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know, is there any other books I should be reading based on the fighting game community? Because I'm a big fan, in case you couldn't tell. Yeah, thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.